What can we say? Kicking it off again, of course, Ken Webster back in the studio after a little bit of a heat wave outside. Ken, we were talking just before the break about the food and all the squiggly lines that are on menus. And of course, I mean, basically to you, that's just a lucky dip, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm really adventurous. If it's got a face, I'll eat it. If it flies, I'll eat it. If it swims, I'll eat it. As long as it doesn't bark, I'll eat it.
Oh, you don't know. In some of these places you've been to, you do not know. You do not know. For all you know, you might have had a dog's butt and you don't know about it.
Well, yeah. It's I'll eat anything. I'm really not bothered. I'll try. I'll eat anything. But some of if it's got coriander in it, that's me finished.
Oh,
you can shove that stuff up your arse. It's the food of the devil, that stuff. So yeah, anything with coriander. But yeah, I mean, I have,
So what's the weirdest thing you've tasted so far on your travels? Have you gone for anything weird or have you played safe?
When I was here in May with my son, I did the scorpion, I did the cockroach.
Yep. That's normal stuff. That's protein.
Yeah, it was fine. What was really funny was when I was on the minibus coming here from wherever it was I've come from, and we stopped off to a place to go to the toilet, and there was a woman there. And what really made me laugh was there was like a big plate of like mealworms, and there was a big plate of crickets with all like herbs and spices in it, and she's sat there with a feather on a stick getting rid of flies.
They do. They do it here, yeah.
Stop the flies landing.
Stop the flies. You know what? They sell it by the kilo, and if the flies start taking it, that's it. They lose money.
It was really weird. It was like, why are you getting rid of flies? So yeah, I mean, I've had some weird and wonderful stuff. I mean, the idea was to make this interesting, to make the content interesting for YouTube. Was stayed in 1-star hotels. I've stayed in places that were £7.95.
Right.
And to be fair, they've been all right. They've not been too bad.
I mean, sometimes you can be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, you can.
By a cheap hotel. Yeah. Believe it or not, still to this day, when I go to Bangkok, I go to a hotel that's £15. Yeah. I stay there all the time. It's a very clean, a very nice hotel, and I can go to one and spend double that, 3 times that if I want to, but I stay in this one hotel. I've been there for 10 years plus. I also ask for the same room. And it's just one of those things. But yeah, I mean, you can stay in some proper shitholes.
Oh, there have been some shitholes. It's, I can't remember, where was it? The Rice Hotel. It was nice. It was above a fish restaurant, which was absolutely ideal for me. But it was right on the strip in Saigon, like on the strip in Saigon. So at 2:00 in the morning, you may as well just put your bed outside, because it was that loud. Really? But it didn't bother me. I just put my headphones in and got on with it, really. And some of the transport, because I've been traveling 3rd class a lot of the way, or 2nd class a lot of the way. The only thing that I didn't do was on the train in Vietnam.
Right.
It was 20 hours and I got on it.
Because you've done some pretty, I mean, is the longest 20 hours you've done.
20 hours is the longest.
I mean, that's a long time on a train.
It's a long time
on a train. Especially if it's not like comfortable.
Well, I looked and there was like 3 beds on one side.
Yeah.
And 3 beds on the other. These 3 were full. They were like, they looked like Mr. Miyagi, all 3 of them. And then on the other side, there was a woman on the top and a woman on the bottom, which, hey, I don't mind. Yeah. And my bunk was in the middle, and it was like 20 hours on this. There was no aircon on the train. So I got off and I got on a flying coffin, a sleeper bus, which was marginally better. So yeah, I mean, I've been on weird forms of transport since.
So what about the? I'm just looking at your YouTube channel. What is the YouTube channel that you've got at the moment?
Well, it's the YouTube Ken Webster Hypnotist.
Okay,
that will take you to there. Or if you go to www.kendownunder.com,
you've got all your links on there.
All the links are on downunder.com.
Right, kendownunder.com. So we're sort of 3/4 of the way through this. I would say the worst has gone. Would you say that?
I've seen the state.
I was trying to be nice, by the way.
Thanks, it's not working.
Okay.
The state of the train. I mean, from here to Bangkok's just a bus, isn't it? That's neither in or there.
That's easy.
From Bangkok down to Singapore.
How are you getting there?
At the moment, all I can find is 2nd class train That's all I can find at the moment.
Okay, which is that's the train that I know.
14 hours, that one.
Yeah, that's more like, well, I wouldn't call it a train.
Thanks.
I wouldn't call it a train. It's like a bean can.
Thanks.
Yeah, isn't it? No windows in it.
Great.
No windows. It's bench seats.
Right.
Yeah. It reminds me of you remember the old comma vans that we used to have?
Right.
With the bench seats
yes,
in the back.
I do, yes.
You'd be okay in that, sliding around the corners.
I'm looking forward to that.
The old Ford Zephyr with a bench seat in the front. Yeah, that kind of thing.
You're saying that,
I'd go in the cargo area if I was you.
The worst is over. I don't think it is.
So from Bangkok down to Saigon, yeah?
No, I've done Saigon.
Sorry, Bangkok to...
hang on, I've got it on my phone.
Go on, do tell me. Don't forget, guys, if you want to sort of look at Ken, go to his YouTube channel. We'll put all the links below. Also, of course, you can go to Ken Down Under, and all his links are in there as well, so you can see him on all the socials. Do send him messages, okay? Send him support. It doesn't matter what you say. Like if you want to say you're an idiot, great, fantastic. If you want to say you're doing well, great, love it. Because when you're traveling on your own, anything you get in the way of communication, good, bad, indifference, or whatever, it all counts, and it lifts you up. It lifts you up as you're going along. Yeah,
absolutely.
Good.
The train is to Hat Yai,
which is Hat Yai is there. It's in Thailand.
Hat Yai.
It's in Thailand,
and that's 14 hours 15 minutes.
Right. Then from Hat Yai you go to
to Singapore, and then Kuala
Lumpur. Yeah, that's nice in Kuala Lumpur. I've been there.
Yeah, looking for Kuala Lumpur.
Nice.
And then Kuala Lumpur down to Bali.
Bali's nice. Been to Bali, beautiful place.
And then Bali to Australia.
Australia, never been there, but my friend's in Perth.
Well, I'm looking at going on a cargo ship. That's what I'm looking at, getting across the ocean on a cargo ship. So we'll see.
Is that in a crate with the bananas thrown in as well?
I think so. Or I'll just get a
cargo ship's going to take yonks.
Yeah, I think it's about 9 days.
More like 9 years. Yes. I mean, come on, cargo ship.
9 to 10 days, apparently. Or I'll just get a dinghy like they're doing, when they're coming over to England. They'll just get a dinghy.
And we're off.
I'll just get a dinghy and row over, because then I'll get a house and money and all sorts.
Yeah, I mean, if I ever go back to England, that's the way I'm going to arrive.
Absolutely.
I mean, I can get a hotel, I can get everything paid for, get money in my pocket, and I can bring the family.
Yes, absolutely. And a free health service as well.
Listen, I wish you the best.
Thank you.
I really do. I mean, Goldfinger over in the UK, we're big friends, and you're big friends with, well, you call him something else, don't you?
Rubber Guts.
Yeah, okay.
Rubber Guts.
So Rubber Guts over in the UK, and Goldfinger's me. We wish you all the best. We give you all our support. Please keep in contact with us, because we want to know how you're doing. And if you want to do any live feeds anytime, say to me, I want to do a live feed, Dave. I'll patch you through to our network, and we can do it over the network as well.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so that way you get like a double bubble.
Thank you.
If you understand, yeah. And the one that I do definitely want from you is the cargo ship, because I think that's as funny as fuck.
I don't know. I'm sort of stuck up. Even if I get to Bali, by doing what I've done, I'll be so pleased that I get to Bali.
Well, I mean, you're going to do it. Listen,
I'll get to Bali.
Listen, you're going to do it.
Yeah, I will do it. I will get to Bali.
You're definitely going to get there. You're definitely going to get Bali, and you're going to definitely get to Australia. It doesn't matter how you get there.
Yeah,
you'll get there.
Yeah, I will.
If it takes you 9 days, 10 days, 20, whatever, you'll get there.
I'll get there,
because you're that kind of person. You'll finish the job that you set out to do.
Hopefully.
Now, here's the question. I take it that you're going to do it backwards as well to get back, yeah?
Fuck off. No.
Can you tell me straight?
People have said, do the same back. No, not a chance.
You're going to get on a plane, aren't you, Madonna?
I'm getting on a plane to get back home. The next one, I've had the idea of travelling November time.
What do you mean your next one?
But yeah,
I mean, you really screwed up that much.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I started my summer season at the Horseshoe Show Bar, Blackpool, Pleasure Beach.
How long you been there now? Let's just
37 years.
37 years at the Horseshoe in Blackpool, and of course you do your hypnosis show. And
it's the longest.
It's comedy, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the longest running hypnosis show in the world to work in the same venue.
And I must warn you before we go any further in this show. If you say donkey to me, you're out. Okay, all right. You understand where I'm coming from, do you?
Well, I start my summer season in April. Easter Saturday, I start my summer season. And I finish in November. So my next trip, I think I'm going to travel from Scarborough to Las Vegas without flying.
Scarborough to Las Vegas without flying.
Yeah.
And I take it you're going to do it the Del Boy way and go on a jet ski, yeah?
I have no idea how the chuff I'm going to do it. I'm going to get over to Canada somehow without
Sounds
flying.
good. It sounds great. Listen, I'll tell you, we wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Got to be absolutely nuts to do it, but we wish you all the best. And you've got a lot of support from all over the world and all your friends back in the UK.
Thank
so
you.
from down here at Talking Heads, thanks a lot, Ken.
Thanks
Dave.
a
lot, and thanks for dropping in and seeing us, all right?
Thank you very much.
Beautiful. You are so welcome.
Talking Heads Podcast.